Right, I'm joined with Dr. Deepak, and you are here today to talk about the effects of eating too many sweets this Christmas. Now, we always get told as children not to eat too many sweets, but we don't think about like what it can do to our teeth. How do you combat that and teach our children to maybe look after their teeth this Christmas?
Yeah, some really, really good points here. I think the main thing really is the concept around grazing. So grazing, as more research is showing, it's not actually the total consumption of sugar, so not the amount you eat, but nowadays we're seeing research showing it's how you're eating it. And what grazing does, it kind of allows the teeth to be susceptible for that 20 minutes. So every time you have sugar, teeth go into a 20-minute acid attack. And if you imagine if you're having that sweet snack over, let's say, a movie of 90 minutes, you're constantly compounding that effect. And the longer that tooth is kind of exposed to acid, the more enamel and the more cavities that form. So what we're noticing is that grazing is kind of now starting to become the real enemy when it comes to cavity formation, and then the type of sweets as well. We're noticing sticky sweets, especially around Christmas, those fudges and those toffees. They're pulling out those fillings, they're pulling out any weak areas of teeth, and even the way the jaws are moving is in quite a unnatural way. It's causing teeth to clash together. So actually, even those are causing more problems. So the key concept really here is try and reduce grazing, have your sweets with your meals, have your sweets in one area, eat them all in one go. And also the type of sweets you're eating as well. Try and avoid the sticky ones.
Yeah, I know my past self. I love them toffees in the quality streets, but they just got stuck in your teeth, don't they?
Exactly. So I think is it the yellow one? I think
Yeah,
that's a
yellow
personal favorite
gold.
of mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. And it's the shiniest one in the box, so you always reach for those.
Yeah,
But
you always go for them first. Now,
exactly
Christmas
so.
time where we normally eat and drink habits go out the window. We just kind of go, do you know what? It's Christmas. What is the best thing to remember this Christmas, or what are your like top tips to maintain your healthy teeth?
Yeah, one of the key differences, especially at this season, what we're noticing, especially even here at Toothfairy, we see a massive spike in teeth fractures and breaks of fillings, etc. And that's mostly coming from people using their teeth as tools. I've been susceptible at doing that myself. Really, is the scissors are too far away. You need to cut a piece of sellotape. Let me just use my front teeth, and it always ends in it's always Christmas, and it always ends up in a bad situation. So we say, look, if you're opening that packet of gravy and you're rushing around, or you're opening up that Christmas present and you're excited, try and stay away from using your teeth, that animalistic kind of nature of tearing them open. Um, and then the other aspects is kind of so much awesome and fun fizzy drinks and wines floating around Christmas. I'm a personal favorite of mine is mulled wine, but you can't imagine anything more dangerous than sugar and obviously the acidity of wine all in one drink. So if you're having your mulled wine and then on top of that is sometimes it's warm, it's an absolute risk factor for that enamel. So have that glass of mulled wine as quickly as you can, and keep a nice little cheese board on the side because cheese can actually neutralize a lot of that acid that's coming from the wines.
Oh, what's your favorite cheese to have? Go on.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not a cheese expert, so as long as it's yellow, I'll eat it. So it's yeah, it's one of those. So look, all cheese is great, and yeah, keeping it alongside any kind of fizzy drinks or any glass of wine, it's definitely going to be helpful.
Yeah, and you did mention like using your teeth to tear sellotape and like packaging and things like that. And it's very subconscious in that you just go, "Oh, I'll just use my teeth on this occasion." How do you like change that habit and like what effects does it have long term?
Uh, I think people know the whole experience of sitting in a waiting room, a dentist, and getting that filling done is never pleasant. So keep that at the forefront of your mind. The last thing you want to be doing now is trying to get a last minute dental appointment and probably sitting in front of your in-laws with a chipped front tooth. So consciously being aware that it is going to break. It's happened so often. Well, like I said, we see a massive spike of people coming with those chipped teeth and those broken fillings for using those teeth as tools. So look, nobody really wants those in their Christmas photos, and then one bad move can cause that instant chip.
Yeah. And now we're gonna do a little bit of a naughty and nice list with our Christmas this day. So I'm gonna give you a few like foods, drinks, and things like that, and you have to decide whether they go on the naughty or the nice list.
Let's
So
go.
starting off, carrots, naughty or nice.
Great. Yeah, they're on a nice list. They can naturally clean teeth. Really no existent sugar, so definitely nice.
Turkey,
Again, nice. Yeah, lots of good protein in there. Could potentially even some way be cleaning the teeth when you're chewing it. So definitely nice.
quality streets or tubs of chocolate.
Oh, I think nice if you have them all in one go, as long as it's part of a healthy, balanced diet. But both of them on the naughty list if you're spending it, you're watching it while you're watching, let's say, Shrek, and you're slowly eating it throughout the whole film.
Mince pies.
I would say personally, again, could be a nice list, unless you let them stick on your teeth and you're not drinking much water after, and then it's going to start that 20-minute acid attack and stay with you throughout the whole day.
Hot chocolate.
Again, could be on a nice list if you're having it all in one go. If you're putting some extra marshmallows and sticky stuff in, it might find itself on that naughty list.
Oh, interesting. And finally, a Greg's festive bake.
Oh, always going to be on a nice list. Again, part of a healthy, balanced diet. Why not? It might be great, but I can't see somebody grazing on that for too long, actually. So yeah, I think it stays on the nice list. And if you want any more information, feel free to check out the Tooth Fairy website. We have some great blogs from us dentists. Try and keep you healthy and smiling this Christmas. If you even want even more information, definitely check out the NHS website.
Oh, interesting. A lot of nice things there. I was expecting a few naughties there, but a lot in general have just been nice.
It's that time of the year. I think, yeah, people always think that dentists want to keep the chocolates out of the house. Not really. I mean, I've got a sweet tooth, so it's not the sugar itself. It's kind of how often and the way that we're eating it. So, look, have fun. We're not the Christmas Grinch, but yeah, we want to make sure we keep you out of the dental chair, really.
Yeah, and I think that's what we all want to do here at Spark. Well, thank you so much for coming on today.